Okay, good afternoon, folks. Hope everyone had a long weekend, nice long weekend. I actually did a little bit of trading on Friday, actually. I did quite well, actually. I actually won 2 trades. There was a couple of really nice setups. I didn't think it'd be that busy, but it was surprising. There was some, there's plenty of movement. So, Speedy, how you doing, buddy? Market is open. We've had a push up here. I was sort of looking around here. I've been trading an evaluation. 2 trades on Friday. I'm guessing they're probably the same ones. Let me have a look. That was one of them, for sure. And that one there. Both absolute beauties. 2 clear legs back, work beautifully. 2 clear legs back, work beautifully. Some good setups. That nice and clean that was. So there were some good setups, actually. May have even decided to get in there, but we'll have a look. Right, let's see how we get on now. Okay, we have got some news coming up in about 30 minutes. I'm not sure how long I'm going to trade for tonight. I got flipping horrible toothache. I've been to the dentist this morning, and they give me some antibiotics for a tooth infection, I think. I'm just, the only thing that's calming it down is cold milk, and I'm constantly putting little bits of cold milk in my mouth and trying to calm it down. But it's flipping nothing worse than toothache. Okay, so we've only got 2 days loaded. 3 days loaded. Day 4. 5 days. Okay, that should bring some more up. We're clearly kind of working up, I think, at the moment. Why does it do that? That's so annoying. Leify, how you doing? It's not the milk. Well, I've been having a little bit of juice. And it works, but milk seems to cool it down for a bit longer for some reason. Well, it was funny you should say that. I had some single malt last night, quite a lot of it, and it worked because I don't remember going to bed, and it sorted the toothache. But I've been to the dentist this morning. She's given me antibiotics, 1 every 8 hours, but you can't drink on it. She said it'll send you a bit funny, so I'm a little bit stuck there. But alcohol, well, certainly single malt, well, alcohol in general does seem to work for toothache. But yeah, I can't touch it on this. So, but yeah, it's you wouldn't expect cold to calm it down, would you? Normally, sort of cold or hot tends to inflame it, but yeah, this is the 3rd glass of milk I've had in the last 45 minutes. So I'm probably going to be nipping and peeing every 5 minutes soon. So let's say hello to everyone. Leify, how you doing? Sean, how are you? Daryl, how you doing? Jan, how are you? So yeah, there's nothing worse than toothache. I've usually been quite lucky with teeth, but I've just got one that's paying. You sort of rock up to the dentist thinking they're going to give you an injection and do something with the tooth and take the pain away. And she said, all I can give you at the moment is antibiotics. And that's kind of like that's not what you want to hear, is it? Okay, leg and a leg. It's hard to know what's going on here. Let me just put that there like that. So I like this. I like the channel because we've touched a couple of times here and a few times there. It's working nice. So maybe this is just a break. Exponential, how you doing, buddy? So leg down. Let's see if this decides to go higher. I mean, we have Friday, pretty much we had that little bit of whipping up and down, and then we had a good trend, actually. And then we've kind of had a couple of legs back, so it may go higher. We've got all-time highs. We're already here now, I think. Something about that. Sacred geometry. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's hard to know whether this thing's going to continue up. Let me just have a look on this other chart. Okay, looking for another leg, ideally, somewhere about here. Let's keep that in my eye line, although sometimes I completely forget it's there. So a leg. Possible second entry long. 1, 2, 3, maybe a triple test. I don't know. I'm going to have a look at this. I did get a payment as well, super quick. I put it in Thursday night. It cleared Friday morning, and it was paid into my plane. Well, the payment was sent the day after. So 48 hours, I put it in $2,000, and it was super quick. So I've had $3,000 this month. I could have taken another 1,000, but I just wanted to lift these two accounts a bit. I had 4,500 in one account. Okay, so 2 legs back. There's a second entry long there. It's a doji. So I'm going to wait for a higher low. It may work. It's not a massive risk, I don't think. It's a 1.5 the bar, so it's 2-point risk depending on where you get in. But I don't like what that's doing at the moment. So I think the safer option here is to go for the higher low. There's another doji there, so definitely wait for the higher low there. I mean, it may work. There are 2 legs, but that second leg is a little bit shorter than the first, and I don't like the way it's sitting just under there. So, I mean, it's a reasonable sized channel, so I'd like to see 2 actual legs. In fact, hold on a second. Have we not already had a break? We may have already had a break. Let's have a look. No. Tough on that. Oh, Sam, how you doing, buddy? So there is 2 legs there. So depending on where you draw that, we could have had a break there. I mean, that works. Touch, touch, touch. So also, I was going to say we've kind of ranged there, but it's not really, is it? Took a slightly bigger picture. We could have tested new highs now. Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, that would work okay, in which case we've had a break. and made a new high. And we've cleared off this as well. So, are you on about for this one? Yeah, you're on about this one, aren't you? It's all right. Focusing properly at the moment because of this tooth. Yeah. So channel up the break, new high from here. I'm assuming that's what you mean. It's either that one or that one. But yeah, both of those, that's played out. That's quite lightly played out. News coming up. We have got some medium impact news. Generally doesn't do a lot, but there has been a couple of incidents over the last few months where it has a little bit. And so channel down. You have to sit inside. Okay, excuse me just for 1 minute. I'm just going to get a bottle of water. Okay, channel break, new low. So it could be one channel and we just may have a larger. So I'm going to actually put that back. So it's hard to say. We could have a leg and a leg. It just might be being more of a correction. It's hard to say though, really. Okay, just in case anybody doesn't know, we've had a new discount, which is not as good as it sounds. It's 90% off, which is great for evals, but the lifetime fee's gone from 85 to 125. So I'd have preferred the original one, the $85 and the 80% off. So it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's not as good as it looks. As soon as I saw the 90% off, I'm thinking, great, that'd be nice. And then they changed it from 85 to 125, so not so good. But it is only on until tomorrow, so I don't know why they brought that out as if it's like a fantastic gift horse. You know, let's keep it nice and short. Usually the better the deal, the shorter it is. But it just, I don't know, it's not as good as it sounds, is it? More deep reductions on the larger. Yeah, so they're still 90% off, which is not too bad. But if you wanted to pick, say, a 300 or a 200, the 125 isn't too bad because, well, I don't know what you pay for those. I've never really had many of them. But I did like the $85 fee, to be fair. I was hoping they'd keep that. I was hoping that was going to be the norm. The trouble is, when the price is like this, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that, you know, you can, if you blow a few evals and pass one of them, they're cheap, and then you know, you're only paying, whereas, you know, My Funny Futures and that, you pay about, I don't know, $18, $90, and that's the whole fee. But if you fail the evaluation, it becomes expensive then. So I don't know how I feel about it. I have picked up a couple anyway, just for the hell of it. So let me see if I can widen this. Maybe. Trouble is, if you go short there, it could do that on you. So no, I prefer that actually. How we add it. So leg and a leg. There's a higher low there. Tough one this is. It could trap you here. If you, it depends how you look at this channel, but it could trap you. On my other chart, there is a higher low, but it is stacked up there. So it depends whether you've got that as a whole channel or a channel with a break and a new low and you're thinking to go long. It's looking like it may go long. It's not a huge risk, but at the moment I'm sitting tight because I got two minds whether I see that as a channel with a break, two pushes to a new low, and then we're moving up, or whether we've got a larger channel, in which case it could trigger you, then come down bearish and give you a second entry short. So for me, I'm just sitting tight on this one and letting it do its stuff. It might be, or it might not be. So it's broken above that short, depending on whether you'd have got in there, but it's not rocketing up as much as I'd like to. Yeah, a few people say skipping the higher low. You just don't know. 1, 2, 3 triple test. It could come down. So it depends whether you've got that as a break and a new low, which means you may be thinking long, or whether there's a wider channel. So Thomas Wade's got it like that, the same as me, but there is a couple of others that have got as a whole channel. But if you do it as a whole channel, it just looks a bit empty in the middle. you know, it can fit, but I just don't like all this, and we've only really touched it twice then, so technically it's not even confirmed. So I'm just sort of leaving it like that at the moment. Second entry short, possibly there. I thought that was going to come rafting down, then it may do. I don't think that's a terrible trade. It is a second entry short. There's going to be some stops there. You can bet your bottom dollar, but it may just be a pullback. So I'm sitting tight here at the moment. Okay, so it's taken that out anyway. Yeah, so if you'd have got that as a channel, sorry, if you got that as a break, you may go long there, in which case you took it and scalped out. Yeah, it's just a bit risky for me there because I'm unsure as to what I'm seeing. I'd have been interested in the short there more than the long. But if I'm not sure about it, I'm just going to sit tight. See, Darryl there has got that as a channel, in which case he'd be looking for a short there. Thomas Wade's got this as a break, in which case he'd be looking for a long. I don't think he took a long there. Yeah, I think the second entry short was definitely the better option. Even the fact that I've got it like that with a break, a new low, and then you may expect to go up. But I don't know. There's something about this I don't like. And as I say on my other chart, it is stacking up. So that's saying just stay out of stuff. It didn't trigger on that second bar to there. By that time, you got 4 bars side by side. So leg, sideways leg, and then down. That's if it's going to go that way, which it could. But it would have worked for 3 points for me, I think. Looks like it. Yes. You like the second entry short, but can't tell. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Sometimes it's just... If you're unsure, I think you're always better to leave it. I mean, evaluation, different story. You know, you may have a go. But it certainly looked like it's going to be trapping longs. But when it broke down there, it didn't quite have a big push, which I thought it would do. Yeah, I mean, you could have easily had that as a channel with a break and a new high, so technically it's played out. Or we may just get a larger correction. But that if we get another leg as a correction, it's going to be a little bit too far for me. So I wouldn't want to go long here. I wouldn't want to go short at the moment. Bearing in mind we have got this news coming up in 5 minutes. So this is looking like a leg and a leg. News is up in about 2.5 minutes. Yeah, thanks, Jan. So you don't want to get involved in anything just yet. This tooth is driving me around the twist. Oh. So I'm going to go with, we've already had a break. Having said that, we could have a leg and a leg, and this, well, maybe a correction, and this may push up. It certainly could. So, in fact, that measured move, if I can tighten it up a little bit, takes us down to that 50% pullback level. So we may get another move up. So, is that close enough? Well, I mean, touch. There's always a possibility, channel up, 2 legs back, this is going to push up. In fact, it's starting to look more and more like it. But obviously the news is going to keep us out. Well, the news is any second now, so that could change things. So okay, news is sorted. Don't think there's a larger channel there. Maybe there is. There could be, actually. It's finished just in the right place. So, see if we get a lower height here. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We could be going up. Could have 2 legs back and we're up. But I'm just going to keep my options open. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll just be a quick second. Okay, what is going on here? Channel down. One attempt to go higher, second attempt to go higher. Let's get rid of that. Leg and a leg. Triple test, second entry short. Yeah, maybe. It's always a possibility. There is some support along here. We are kind of bouncing. Okay, there is second entry long there, but just a bit. It is bouncing there. 2 legs down, up. It is bouncing on there, isn't it? Trouble is, it's 12 ticks and it's not even finished yet. And we're finding support here, so it may just be ranging. It's 15 ticks. Tick above, tick below. I'm not risking 17 ticks on that. There's not much room to the highs here, so I'm just leaving this. Yeah, you could get trapped around here. It's playing funny games at the moment. Could be a triple test here to go long. We bounce once, twice, possibly 3 times. There's a second entry short there which is triggered. 1, 2, 3. It's definitely finding support there. Depends how big that risk is. Oh.
Order submitted.
Let's see how this favours. It is a triple test, but we kind of have a leg down. 2 attempts to go up. Just not sure about this.
Order cancelled.
It did work. Well, I say it did work. Yeah, it's kind of why I stayed out of it. It's whatever happens, it's congested. So we've had this channel down. We've had 1 attempt to go up, 2nd attempt to go up. We could just have a few failed attempts here and this thing could drop. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to take a trade. I was tempted to jump in here on a limit order. It was only 8 ticks. If I can get in here, maybe a 5 tick risk. Somewhere around about there. But I still wouldn't be out for 3 points. I'd have to get up towards the top. Looks like it's going to make it, but I don't like this. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody take it on Thomas Way's forum. There was a few people saying the triple test worked, but I don't know. You have to pay attention to that. Yeah, someone else, you need to be aggressive trader to take that. It is more aggressive. I mean, if you're going to scalp for a point and you're going to be out before here, then I'd say that's worth taking. But we've kind of got a leg down sideways. We could go another leg down. But we've had this channel down. We've had channel up right now. However you think. We've had a few attempts to push higher, so it may just drop. I mean, we are ranging. It is, we've bounced a few times there, and that is a triple test. But it's a little bit too tight. It's bull bunched up and a little bit congested. Okay, now we're above this. It's probably going to reach the top, I'd say. But channel down, 1 attempt to go higher, 2nd attempt, it could still fail. I don't know. I'm quite pleased I stayed out of it, irrelevant whether it wins or loses. It is a little bit more dangerous taking that, but it does look like it'll work. Certainly worth for a couple of points. And it could be 2 legs down, 2 legs up. Oh, dear. It's holding. So my guess is it's probably going to push up. How's crypto doing? So, XRP's gone bananas. It's up 41% today. Hell. So in the last 30 days, XRP's gone up over 430%. Unbelievable that is. 40% just today. Yeah, I've got some Chainlink as well. Not a lot. It's definitely going the right direction anyway, that's for certain. Where's Link? Oh yeah, Link's up 14.5% today. Happy days. H-bar's up 38%. Wow, we're getting some real movers. Oh. So I've always liked H-bar. Well, at least for a while anyway. XRP 42%. Chainlink 14%. H-bar 40%. Wow. Okay, I'm saying that's now going to get stopped out lightly. Let's have a look. I mean, that's 3 times now we've struggled to get up. So my guess is these two. There's going to be some stops below there are vulnerable, I think. So yeah, I'm glad I never went in that one. It wouldn't have given me 3 points, I think. No, if I'd have gotten on a limit order it made, and I was tempted to get about here, and it would have worked, but just didn't feel right getting in there, really. I mean, you can't deny it's congested there. Well, that stop is still intact. Yeah, the volume is low, isn't it, today? I wonder if any have extended the weekend. Yeah, I mean, this may be a day to take off. I'm holding on by a thread at the moment. This toothache's drop and the twist. I'm going for sip after water. I've moved from milk onto water. I think 2 pints of milk's enough. But I'm trying to hold it together. Frustrating thing is I can't drink any alcohol with these tablets. I don't know whether to skip the tablets and drink the alcohol or what. So, if you took that one, you're still in the game, if you will, to the top. Whether it'll get up there or not is another matter, but it didn't get stopped out, which is encouraging. Trouble is, it's not the biggest range either, so it's like 5 points from top to bottom. So if you're taking something already a point or two in, you've not got much room to manoeuvre there. I have traded it on and off, but I've been trading the ES now for 3.5 years, so I'm used to it. I'm used to how the points work. And I've tried, but I just feel it just takes some getting used to. You know, I mean, I tend to I go over 2 contracts, so my average risk is around about $300, and when I've traded the NQ, that can fluctuate dramatically. So I've gone back and forth, and I feel much comfortable trading this. I know how this works. I know how the point system works on it, and I've been trading it every day for 3.5 years. Sorry, I keep stopping mid-conversation. It's the only thing that's calming this tooth down, cool water. Okay, so that would have worked. It was a triple test. It did come back, but it never broke below there, and now we're at the top here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to call this a triple test to go short. I'm not going short at the moment. Oh. So we've had a break out of this, so we may get one this side. So I'm not in a hurry to short here. If we can break above this and then come down bearish there, that may interest me. Okay, excuse me just for a second. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to finish early today. This toothache's driving me around that twist. I am taking some antibiotics for it, so hopefully by tomorrow it'll settle down a bit. But it's just, I'm not focusing properly, and I'm just backwards and forwards to the loo because I'm drinking so much goddamn water. It's the only thing that's numbing it. So, best of luck. I'm just going to knock on the head for today and go and try and do something to calm it down. So, best of luck if you're carrying on. So I'm going to leave you to it. So have a great evening, stay safe, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.